Prime Minister Modi addressed Farooq Abdullah.
If I remember correctly, it was something like that. It was kind of in a very cordial atmosphere.
No, so you're saying the Prime Minister Narendra Modi addressed Farooq Sahab as Bada Bhai?
Yeah, that is what I remember.
Okay.
Subscribe to our YouTube channel and press the bell icon to get the latest updates.
I'm with Mr. Hasnain Masoodi, the Member of Parliament from Anantnag in Jammu and Kashmir from the National Conference Party. Mr. Masoodi, welcome to The Print.
Well, thank you.
My first question to you is about the situation in Jammu and Kashmir. We know that it's been since August 5 when the special status was removed. The situation has been pretty dire. Can you tell us what's happening today?
See, it is anything but normal. Business continues to be closed by and large. Schools and college, university, 1.5 million students have not been going to their colleges, schools and university for last more than 4 months. Now it is 110th and 9th day, I think. So internet, as you know, is not available, and internet is these days in contemporary world. You cannot even visualize life without internet in most of parts of the. So that is not there. Prepaid phones are not working, and landlines, about which you make a lot of noise, those are mostly restricted to government offices and government officers.
Right. Mr. Masoodi, you're a Member of Parliament from Anantnag.
Yeah.
Farooq Abdullah is the sitting MP from Srinagar. The winter session of Parliament has begun and he's not here.
Yeah, see, there were two meetings before yesterday's Parliament session. One called by Speaker and other called by Parliamentary Affairs Minister. In both the meetings, I reminded Honourable Speaker as well as the Parliamentary Affairs Minister that it is a constitutional obligation, it is a requirement. They are duty bound to ensure participation of each and every member. More so when he is not facing any charge, any trial, he is under preventive detention. So
what did the Speaker say?
There was no response. They say we will examine. And yesterday
what did they say?
He said, well, let's see. So I at the end of the meeting with the Speaker, I reminded him that what about Dr. Saab? Because his participation is important. He is senior most parliamentarian in the country.
So what did he say?
There was no clear response. See, it was just he gave an impression that he will examine it, he will see it.
What about the Parliamentary Affairs Minister? Did you speak to him?
Yeah, Parliamentary Affairs Minister at the meeting as well. Meeting was attended by 36 leaders of the parties across NDA as well as UP and all that. And it was again emphatically stated. Emphatically we said that, see, it is 2.5 million people of Srinagar go unrepresented. They have a right to be heard. And again, there was no clear-cut answer. There was no clear-cut.
No, but what is it that they said exactly to you when you said that Farooq Abdullah, the sitting MP, is under house arrest for nearly 4 months? What was the response?
Nothing, just silence. But by gestures, as if they will look into it, they will come out with their response. But there was no response in the meeting itself.
But they don't say that he is under preventive detention. They don't say that the situation in Kashmir
they admitted now.
What do they admit?
They admit that he is under Public Safety Act, that is preventive detention. He is not on a charge. There is no trial. He is under detention without trial and charge.
Who said that he is under Public Safety Act?
That is the order that has been made.
No, but what is it? The Speaker and the Parliamentary Affairs Minister told you that?
Earlier Speaker said, yesterday Speaker said that I had no information. Now I have information.
What kind of information?
About his detention.
So what is the information?
Information, obviously, what is in public domain, that the preventive detention order has been slapped on him under Public Safety Act 1978. And there are some grounds of detention, and he has been asked, he has been for, I think it is for 3 months, and that order was slapped. Dr. Farooq was, he is in detention right from 5th August, when it was, because he couldn't come to attend the Parliament on
That's
that.
Right.
Though their stand was on the floor of the Parliament, Home Minister said, no, he is not in detention. But that was denied by Dr. Farooq same evening. He said, no, I am under detention. I have been prevented from going to Delhi, and I have been prevented from participating in the Parliament.
So in the monsoon session, the Home Minister, Mr. Amit Shah, said that Farooq Abdullah is not under preventive detention.
No, not under detention at all.
He's not under detention.
Not under house arrest.
Not under house arrest.
Because all other
leaders. But for the last 3.5 months.
He is there.
He's under house arrest?
Yes, yes.
So are you planning to take this up with the Home Minister or with the Prime Minister?
Yes, we are going to take it. See, whatever information, because Home Minister, whatever information he was given by the state administration, that we are very clear about it, that was not correct information. He was under detention, under house arrest on 5th August itself.
So you're saying the Home Minister did not have the full information?
I don't think he was properly briefed about it, because see, once he was out, once a statement came, according to Dr. Farooq Abdullah, once the statement came on TV that Home Minister insisted that he was not under detention, he was under house arrest. According to Dr. Saab, then he told his guards that, look here, there is a statement, so allow me to go out. But he was not. He was prevented from going out. And Dr. Saab insists that he was under detention, he was not allowed to go, and we were not allowed to see him also.
Right. So Mr. Masoodi, tell me, 1 or 2 days before the 5th of August, when the special status was removed, you yourself, Dr. Farooq Abdullah, Umar Abdullah, 2 former Chief Ministers of Jammu and Kashmir, went to meet the Prime Minister, Mr. Narendra Modi. What happened in that meeting?
Let me tell you how everything started. From 29th July, it was there were rumors made rounds of Srinagar that more security forces are sent to Valley, and there was an advisory that forces should store ration, safe drinking water for 15 days, ration for 4 months, and they should keep their vehicles at concealed or not visible. And this was panic gripped the entire city, and in particular Kashmir Valley. So we were disturbed that what is going on. So Dr. Saab told him in Central Hall, we should, 3 parliament members should go and see Prime Minister, because he is the chief executive of the country. We at time, I don't know whether it was it was shared by Dr. Saab, but we thought that maybe, everybody is denying it. Governor is denying it. Mahboobaji had met Governor a day before. So, but is it some kind of local mischief? And why do they leak it? There were a couple of...
So you were worried about the rumors?
Yes. We said it is panic. So he said the right person to go is the Prime Minister.
Right.
And we are in Delhi, and we are parliament members.
Sure.
So Dr. Saab, I accompanied him. We went to PM office in Lok Sabha, and we made a request that we would like to see Prime Minister. Then they said that they will get back, and ultimately I think it was on Wednesday, it was 31st or 30th, that we went and to see him, Prime Minister, at I think 12:20 during the day. Prime Minister received us with all. She welcomed us and welcomed Dr. Saab, and it was all cordial.
Okay.
And even if I remember, he addressed us bade bhai sahab.
Prime Minister Modi addressed Farooq Abdullah.
If I remember correctly, it was something like that. It was kind of in a very cordial atmosphere.
No, so you're saying the Prime Minister Narendra Modi addressed Farooq Saab as Bada Bhai?
Yeah, that is what I remember.
Okay.
But it was pleasantries were exchanged.
Right.
He also, greeted Prime Minister, and Prime Minister rose up, got up from his chair, and we went to the side, to a couch. So one of our parliament members had some engagements back home. So he didn't come here to stay back in Srinagar. So Umar Saab decided to join because it was such a grave situation. It was panic everywhere. So we just articulated our viewpoint. We said that it has been a wonderful yatra. The
Amarnath Yatra.
Amarnath Yatra was going on. It has been incident free. It was facilitated by Muslims, Kashmiri Muslims, Palki wala, Poni wala, Pani wala, everybody Kashmiri Muslim. Sir, nothing should be done that will disturb Kashmir, on constitutional front, on political front, or administrative front.
So what did the Prime Minister say?
We said that what makes things more disturbing is that you are sending more troops, more security forces to Kashmir. There is no need. Normally at this, I said that normally after Yatra, security forces, they get inducted.
They're withdrawn from the valley. And
that's right.
Yeah. So what did he say? What did the PM say?
He said that, you see, आपके अंदेशे, ऐसे ही अंदेशे हैं आपको, it is all, your apprehensions are misplaced. That is what he meant. He said this is a routine exercise. He said, Dr. Saab, these security forces, whatever is at present deployed for Amarnath Yatra, they are with us in Valley for last 7-8 months. They were there for conducting Panchayat elections and urban local body elections and parliament elections. He said that they were after us on 23rd May. He mentioned the date because that was when results came out. They were after us on 23rd May that we should be now.
No, but did the Prime Minister give any indication that Article 370 was going to be removed and 35A was also?
Nothing at all. That is what I tell you. He said that they were after us on 23rd May itself, but we told them that because it is fatigue, they told them that since our union government is also central government, is also in transition. These were the words. Transition, so it will not be possible. Please stay back for a while. And this is Dr. Saab, this is what is going on, Umar Saab. This is, it is a routine. We replace them by new. And nothing is going to, don't be. Then the other point raised was, nothing, he didn't say anything about 3735. The other point raised by Umar Saab was that some policy decisions are being taken by governor administration, which we don't feel are in tune with the kind of democratic ethos or democracy. So it will be better that if you speed up, if you go for elections. Whoever, and Umar Saab said this, whoever is elected, we're not worried.
It doesn't matter.
We're not worried about it.
Yeah, the people will elect.
Yes, let us have an elected government. Let that government take. Because let me remind you that an impression was in Valley itself that these sit-ups are being taken by local government administration. Because there were some statements attributed to the governor that he said that one thing or the other statement. But we said that election should, and Prime Minister replied, Dr. Saab, we were ready to go for elections alongside parliamentary elections, but it would have been a little difficult to provide security to all the candidates who would jump into electoral fray, for assembly elections. So we thought it different. Then we would have done it because then Amarnath Yatra came.
Right.
And then we are waiting for nomads to return to Jammu.
Right.
Elections will be held in October.
So you were reassured by what the PM said?
Yes, we felt. As a matter of fact, when we came out, since it was, I was, accompanied chief ministers, two chief ministers.
That's right.
So
two
were two former chief ministers, and so they were kind of assured, and we just, exchanged this kind of. It was an impression that look here, see how everything is just.
Right. So you dismissed all the rumor mongering, you dismissed all the speculation about the troubles that were coming ahead.
And we went out and Umar Saab briefed the press.
Right.
He said, "Khushgwar mahol mein hui baatcheet," and we said that no step is constitutional, administrative or political should be taken that will disturb Kashmir. And Umar Saab also said that, look, it said, as far as I remember, he said, please don't disturb Kashmir because it is very.
नहीं तो आप लोगों ने 35A और 370 की बात की थी?
We said everything, nothing should be done. Because
particularly did you refer to Article 370 and 35A?
No, we said constitutional. We said no, it's on constitutional.
No changes in the constitution.
No change should be done. And an impression was created because by that time an impression was created that it is something other than 370 and 350 because that is in the court.
Right.
Even governor would say 10.
It was in front of the Supreme
5 times that how do you even imagine that we will just do anything with 370 or 35A because that is already sub judice.
So what was your reaction then when on the 5th of August 370 was removed and today nearly 4 months later?
It was nobody. Now see, on 4th we met in Srinagar at the residence of Dr. Saab. All the political parties. We issued a declaration. The declaration we call it Gupkar declaration. We said that we highlighted, we just emphasized the importance of special status. And we said that any assault on special status will be taken as assault on people of Jammu and Kashmir. It will be kind of kind of an attack on people of Jammu and Kashmir, and we will all unitedly defend it.
Nearly 4 months later, the fact is that Article 370 and 35A have gone. They are not going to come back. There is going to be no special status for Jammu and Kashmir. So what are you going to do today?
See, first is that everything is palpably unconstitutional. See, whatever they have done, it is not in tune with the Constitution. So we are engaged in a battle to restore supremacy of Constitution of India. That we believe has been trampled upon.
Right.
And we have good grounds. Now, please.
But have you filed a petition in the Supreme
10
Court?
petitions are there, and I am a petitioner before Supreme Court.
And you are a former judge of the Jammu and Kashmir High Court.
Yeah. I am a petitioner before Supreme Court in one of the first petitions, because we set out the grounds. We say these are the grounds that how it is unconstitutional. And ma'am, please appreciate that Supreme Court three-judge bench has admitted it to hearing and referred it to. They could have thrown it out without showing any. I mean, they were not even had to write a detailed judgment. They said dismissed. But no, headed by a Chief Justice, said that no. Indirectly, they admitted that there is merit in whatever we say. That is why it was referred to a 5-judge constitutional bench, and that bench has also.
But sir, there are two options before us. One is that the bench will dismiss your petitions, and the other is that there will be some sort of a judgment passed in your favor. Now, what if the judgment is not in your favor? What do you do then?
Now, see, the first is it is the legal front, but this is not the only front. Then there is the political front.
Okay.
People have given their verdict of disapproval for last 108 days or 9 days. They have sufficiently in louder. The disapproval has been louder across the 3 regions. First, let me point out, these 10 petitions are across the communities, across the regions. We have Kapil Kak there, Kashmiri Pandit. We have again one more Kashmiri Pandit.
No, let's not talk about civil society. Right now I'm talking about the people of Jammu and Kashmir, the political parties. The political parties are not saying very much. No. We don't hear much from them.
Because they are not out, except 2 of us. Nobody's out. See, our district, at district level, our district presidents, our provincial presidents, our general secretary, everybody is in. Nobody's out.
But you are a former judge of the Jammu and Kashmir High Court. How is it that a habeas corpus petition is taking so long for it to be heard?
That is what we say. You see, Supreme Court rules, High Court rules, within 15 days it is to be concluded. That is what we say.
So what do you say?
We say that see, whoever is, they don't get a fair opportunity to articulate or get things decided. That is also.
Why is it? Why do you think a habeas corpus petition is not being heard?
See, who has to hear it?
The court has to hear it.
So court is not hearing it.
So that's my question to you. Why is the court not hearing it?
Because see, day in and day out.
This is your former court. Why is it not hearing it?
No, what is happening is day in and day out, they highlight the issues of security. They magnify it, they exaggerate it. So,
Mr. Masoodi, I'm asking you, the Jammu and Kashmir High Court is your former High Court.
Yeah.
Why is the High Court not hearing the habeas corpus petition?
I can't say anything. See, I think normally it should be within 15 days they should be disposed of. But what I cannot say it is for them to say, people who are the key actors, government advocates, who are opposing the petitions, the lawyers who are prosecuting the petitions, and they have to say why things are going.
What about the judges?
I don't know. You have to ask them now.
But have you spoken to anybody? Have you reached out to anybody to find out?
No. Because in these matters we don't. Try to know about and interfere with it. It is for them to. Because it's a constitutional obligation. See, a judge or a lawyer, the lawyer is an officer of the court. It is their constitutional obligation to see that constitution is upheld. And if there is habeas corpus is dealt with due dispatch. And hand down a verdict. But it is for them to say, and it is for them to explain what are the difficulties and why it is not done and what is not done. I cannot say anything. But you and me can only say that yes, should have gone with dispatch, but we don't know the reasons why this is not going to dispatch.
So what does this remind you of? What is happening in Jammu and Kashmir?
I think, first let me tell you something, that I am of the firm opinion that whatever has been done on 5th and 6th is not in the interest of the nation. I said in Parliament also that you have widened the gulf. So you have done opposite to what you were expected to do. It is not only, see, 370 and others are not only issues of constitution and politics. It is ethics. See, Satya. You every day, every morning, Parliament begins with Jai Shri Ram, and Ram was Amaryada Purushottam, an embodiment of morality. See, you break three pledges, 3 times pledges, and repeatedly day in and day out. First is 1947, because what is 370? 370 is the conditions that were put by Maharaja in article this accession.
A lot of water has flown under that.
But
bridge.
how can water flow? See, you are entering into
water
dialogue.
has flowed.
You are entering into dialogue with Nagas. You will make an accord like you made with Sheikh Abdullah in 1975. It was called a Kashmir Accord. Then you withdraw it unilaterally.
Okay.
This is not federalism. You go for Delhi agreement. Tomorrow you will go for.
But that is the prerogative of the government of the day. After Indira Gandhi also made an accord,
No, it is not prerogative.
Nehru's friendship with Sheikh Abdullah was very strong, but he was in jail for several years. The Sheikh was in jail for several years.
Ma'am, these are these accords, these agreements have their legal consequences. You cannot unilaterally withdraw it. You may enter into a dialogue, you may enter into a discussion. For example, accession made part 2 of the constitution did not apply to Jammu and Kashmir. Jammu and Kashmir people were not citizens of India till 1952 from 1947.
Yes, but this is 2019. I mean,
that does not dilute the agreements. You cannot come out of an agreement. Then your charter, UN charter is 19.
Is that the burden of the petition?
No. See, just
is that the burden of the petition that
see,
Jammu and Kashmir's
we say
is
we say that there are a lot many issues in the environment petition. But one is that you make pledges. Then UN Charter of Human Rights. Even UN Charter itself will say that water has flown. So these are, even the first part had a flavor of a treaty because Maharaja was sovereign at that time.
Okay, tell me about.
So now second is that, first is that it is against the morality. See, ethics, because tomorrow you will enter into agreement with Nagas, and after two years you say that we withdraw it unilaterally. What is the guarantee for Nagas? If you have entered into an agreement, first plebiscite front was wound up, and there was an agreement. Everybody joined the mainstream, and agreement was that this 370 will continue to govern our relations, and you unilaterally withdraw it.
Okay, last couple of questions, Mr. Masoodi. You were also, when you were the Justice of the Jammu and Kashmir High Court, you were also the part of the juvenile justice.
After that,
you were a part of the juvenile tribunal.
Yes.
Now, is it true that there are juveniles who are also incarcerated in jail today because of because they have been protesting the removal of Article 370?
It is not a question of being true. It is the official report before Supreme Court. 145 or 144, I don't know the exact number. Juveniles were detained during these 4 months, and a number of them were of the age of 8 and 9. It is an official report. It is not. It is a Juvenile Justice Committee of the High Court that has given the report, and it is the local administration that has given the report. So it is not a question of, it doesn't need any confirmation.
But they have been released now.
Maybe, but how can you compensate that agony? The agony they had. See, now we have our detenues shifted 3,000, 2,000 miles away. We have our detenues in Agra. We have our detenues from Jammu and Kashmir in Coimbatore. I don't know, Sangru or Jodhpur, a different place.
Do you know where they are?
So some of them are in Agra, some of them in Lucknow, some of them in Haryana. That is what the reports are.
Do you know how many detenues in total have been?
I don't know. I don't know exact number, but they say, it is numbers anywhere between 2,000 to 4,000 or 5,000.
Right.
But what is the exact number, we don't know.
Okay, so my last question to you is, how does the situation today compare with the situation in the 90s?
We have, it is painful to state that, they have pushed it back. If not exact 90s, but it is somewhere in the 90s. See, we have, what was the problem, if you allow me? Problem is that 22.5 million or more than that kids born after 90. That's our worry. They had not seen that 90. They had not seen about, and they had a good idea about, a good picture about social media, moving to Delhi, moving to Bombay and everywhere. They now were exposed to this kind of treatment. All of a sudden the kids, the 1/4 of the population who are post 90, they have also, I mean, feel humiliated. Our history is 5,000-year-old history. Pakistan and today's Pakistan and India, these were seat was at Srinagar. Lalta de diya. And now it is just a municipality.
Mr. Masoodi, thank you so much for speaking to The Print.
Thank you very much.
This is Jyoti Malhotra for The Print. Please continue to watch our YouTube channel. It's live and live.